Hi there, this is Adam Jones from UMS Global. Hope you guys are well. Today I'm at the Helsinki Boat Show and I'm really excited to be stood on the bow of this amazing 585 DC fishing. The DC fishing range is a range of boats that I absolutely love from UMS. As a fisherman myself, I can tell you that they are awesome on the water and I'm super excited to tell you about this one. This has been rigged really well and is a really good example of exactly what you can do if you go for a UMS DC fishing. So come with me and let's have a look at the 585 DC fishing. So let's start in the passenger console of this 585 DC fishing. The first thing you'll notice from this angle is how good this black and red wrap looks on the side of this boat. This is a collaboration with Yamaha Finland and UMS Finland, and the boat looks absolutely awesome, especially with that 175 on the back. I've heard that this is pretty much a 50-knot boat and really moving when she's on the water, and obviously looking fantastic while she does it. The best thing about aluminium boats is being able to wrap these boats, to personalize them to yourself. I absolutely love that with aluminium fishing boats, and it means that every couple of years you can give the boat a fresh coat and make her look as good as new. Now, there's a few other detailing touches that I love on the boat. So this kind of cut back window that you can see here, made out of solid aluminium grab handle. One of the things that you'll find with all UMS boats is everything is welded. This is made out of really thick grade aluminium and everything is welded. There's very few screws and rivets to back out. But this isn't just for aesthetics. This is to give you better access to this portion of the boat for when you're trawling, or if you want to set up a live scope, which I'll come back to in a minute. Now, let's have a look at a few of the details of this 585 DC fishing that makes it an exceptionally good fishing platform. We're going to start at the back of the boat and we'll make our way forward. I'll go through all of the lockers, all of the nuances of this boat, or as much as I can in this short video, hopefully to give you guys a bit of an idea of exactly what you could do if you went for a 585 DC fishing. This is rigged really nicely. It's got a great Garmin installation. You've got shallow water anchor. There's loads of bits and bobs on this boat, and I'll show you exactly where you're going to put your batteries, where your storage options are, and a little bit more about the layout of this amazing fishing boat. Now, at the back, as I've already mentioned, you've got a shallow water anchor, you've got your 175 Yamaha, and a lovely casting deck area. This is a really nice, large, wide-beamed casting deck, loads of space, and also loads of flat stability as you come back. You could easily get two people on here casting in different directions, and you'd have loads of space on the back of this 585 DC fishing. Now, as you move forward, you've got a storage locker underneath my feet. So you can see as I open this storage locker, you've got space in there for small lure boxes, that sort of thing. You've got an isolator, and all of the storage lockers on this boat have LED lights as well. So as it gets a little bit dark, you can flick those lights on and you'll be able to see everything inside the lockers. A really cool feature of this 585 DC fishing are these seats on the back deck. So there's plenty of space for getting you and three of your friends out on the water having some fun. They can sit at the back of the boat nice and secure whilst you're zipping along to your next fishing spot. And then once they're there, they can lift the seats forward and turn this back into a casting deck. You can easily have somebody casting down here and somebody using that entire deck space. There's loads of space on this boat for fishing. A really cool feature of these seats as well is that they fold forward and there's more storage under both sides of these fold-out jump seats. As we come underneath those jump seats, you've got a full beam storage locker, some drainage on the deck. You've got cubby holes on either side of the gunnels, both with cup holders. There's a double cup holder on this side, double cup holder on that side. And one of the features that I really like is underneath the gunnels, there's a recess section, which is perfect for wedging your feet right up inside that recessed section, easy for me to say, and pop your knees against the gunnels so that you're nice and secure on the water. Now, central in the middle of the boat, we've also got a battery locker. So all of the batteries on this particular rig are right underneath my feet. And then we've got a 6-rod locker with some storage underneath that as well. So plenty of space for putting your rods away whilst you're out on the water, bombing to your next spot. Now, the console position on this 585 DC fishing is just fantastic. It's a stepped up version of my 545 DC fishing. and it just feels wonderful to sit behind. You've got a lovely passenger console, as I've said, with loads of really nice detailing. You've got cup holders, storage inside the console, and then as you come over to this particular helm position, this is rigged with 2 Garmin 12-inch plotters, Yamaha MFD. You've got all your buttons and dials on the side here. You've got the controls for your live well, your windscreen wipers, obviously your controls for your Yamaha, but as I mentioned earlier on, you've got your live scope setup as well. So that's where this cutback windscreen becomes really important. So if you are the type of fisherman that likes to use live scope, you can rig that onto the side of the boat. You can manipulate it whilst you're moving along, looking for your next fishing spot, and it's a really, really nice ergonomic setup. This particular one is 2 Garmin LVS 34 transducers, 1 in forward, 1 in down, so you really won't miss any fish whilst you're out on the water. So let's have a little look at the bow. So, like I said, let's have a look at the bow configuration of this 585 DC Fishing. The first thing to mention is within this dual console configuration, you've also got this really nice heavy-duty welded glass door that comes across between the 2 consoles, and it just closes off everything behind this area, makes it feel really, really calm and secure when you're going along at speed. Once you open up this door, you can flip up the step and you're moving forward onto your casting deck. Now, this is a really large casting deck. There's loads of space for moving around, loads of space for lying down a couple of rods whilst you're out on the water deciding on which lure to throw. This one is fitted with a Garmin trolling motor and also a screen at the bow. You've got a pedestal seat option, which is just in front of that screen, so perfect for if you want to take a seat whilst manipulating a live scope and just moving along on the trolling motor, looking for your next spot. As you come behind the pedestal, you've got a nice big square storage locker here that's perfect for putting a battery into that area. If you want to put your battery for the trolling motor, for example, there is wired options coming through from the bow, so they've thought about that, but also would make a perfect area for lure boxes, that sort of thing. Either side of that locker, there are 2 massive triangular lockers as well, perfect for bags, folding up nets, and whatever it is that you need to put inside those lockers. And we've got a massive live well, as well as drainage on either side of this deck. So if you had that door closed and you were to take a little bit of water onto the bow, that would drain through those drainage areas and out of the back of the boat. Now, that is a very quick whistle-stop tour of this 585 DC Fishing. There's so much that I'd like to say about this amazing boat, and I'm really excited to head over to Finland later on in the year to have a go on not just this 585, but also spend some more time on a 545 and also potentially head up the country a little bit to play with a 655 DC Fishing as well. What I can tell you is the fishing range from UMS is absolutely awesome, and you need to get in contact with your local dealer to come and check out one of these amazing boats.